Have you ever wondered why some mornings feel harder than others? Why your legs feel heavy, or your energy fades before the day even begins? The truth is, it may not be just aging. It could be what's on your breakfast plate. Good morning, friends. If you're over 60, the foods you choose first thing in the morning can shape your energy, your circulation, and even how steady and confident you feel for the rest of the day. On this channel, Wellness for Seniors, we share simple, science-backed ways to keep your body strong and your mind clear, without complicated routines or expensive supplements. Today, we'll uncover 5 powerful breakfast foods you should never skip after 60. Each one works with your body's natural systems to boost circulation, protect your heart, and help you feel vibrant throughout the day. So grab a cup of tea or coffee, get comfortable, and let's explore how small choices at breakfast can make a big difference in how you move, think, and live. Spinach, the leafy green powerhouse. When most people think of spinach, they remember Popeye gulping down a can and suddenly flexing giant muscles. It's a funny cartoon memory, but there's more truth in it than you might realize. For seniors over 60, spinach is one of the most valuable foods you can put on your breakfast plate. Here's why. Spinach is packed with natural compounds called nitrates. Inside your body, these nitrates are converted into nitric oxide, a molecule that keeps your blood vessels flexible and open. Think of nitric oxide as the relax switch for your arteries. When your arteries are relaxed, blood flows more easily to your heart, your legs, your brain, everywhere you need energy and strength. Now, as we age, the body naturally produces less nitric oxide. That's one of the reasons circulation often becomes sluggish. You might notice cold hands and feet, heavy legs, or feeling tired even after a good night's sleep. Many people blame aging, but in reality, part of the problem is simply a drop in nitric oxide. And that's exactly where spinach steps in. Just one serving of spinach in the morning, whether blended into a smoothie, folded into an omelet, or lightly sautéed with eggs, can deliver over 800 milligrams of nitrates. That's enough to give your nitric oxide levels a strong push, improving circulation for hours. Studies from the American Heart Association have shown that spinach can lower blood pressure within just a few hours of eating it, while also improving what's called flow-mediated dilation, a scientific measure of how flexible your arteries are. Let's make this less technical. Imagine 2 friends, both 65. One eats the same plain toast every morning. The other adds a handful of spinach to a smoothie or scrambles it with eggs. A few hours later, the first feels a bit sluggish, while the second notices steadier energy, lighter legs, and even a clearer head. That's the quiet power of spinach at work, nourishing your blood vessels from the inside out. I once heard from a man named Harold, aged 67, who started blending 2 cups of spinach into his morning smoothie. Within 3 weeks, he said he felt springier on his walks, like his legs weren't weighed down anymore. He wasn't taking any special pills, just adding a simple green to his breakfast. And this benefit isn't limited to men. Women, too, often notice that spinach helps reduce morning fatigue, improves stamina for daily chores, and even makes it easier to keep up with grandchildren at the park. The beauty of spinach is that it's inexpensive, easy to find in every grocery store, and works naturally with your body's systems. So if you want better circulation, steadier energy, and stronger mornings, don't underestimate the humble spinach leaf. It's far more than a salad topping. It's one of nature's most effective ways to keep your blood flowing freely. Backhand index pointing right, but spinach is only the beginning. What if you could pair it with something creamy, delicious, and full of probiotics that support not just circulation, but your gut and your immune system too? Let's look at the second breakfast food seniors over 60 should never skip. Greek yogurt with berries, a gut-friendly morning boost. If spinach is the engine that powers circulation, then Greek yogurt with berries is the mechanic that keeps everything running smoothly. On its own, yogurt might look like a simple food, plain, creamy, nothing too exciting. But when you choose the right kind and top it with a handful of berries, it becomes one of the most powerful breakfasts a senior over 60 can eat. Why? Because this combination supports 2 critical systems that often get overlooked as we age: the gut and the blood vessels. First, let's talk about your gut. It does much more than digest food. Nearly 70% of your immune system is housed in your gut, and it also helps manage inflammation throughout your body. When your gut is out of balance, something that becomes more common with age. It can trigger low-level inflammation that quietly damages blood vessels and slows circulation. That's why many seniors notice not just digestive troubles, but also tired legs, cold hands, or low energy. Greek yogurt is rich in probiotics, the beneficial bacteria that restore balance to your gut. Think of probiotics as a neighborhood watch. They keep the bad guys in check, calm down inflammation, and allow your digestive system to do its job more efficiently. And here's the key connection. When inflammation is reduced, your blood vessels stay healthier and more responsive, so circulation improves. Now, add berries, blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, whichever you like. Berries are packed with anthocyanins, those deep red and purple pigments that act like protectors for your blood vessels. They help nitric oxide, the same molecule we talked about with spinach, stay active longer, keeping your arteries flexible and your blood pressure steady. They also provide vitamin C, which gives an extra boost to nitric oxide production. So when you put Greek yogurt and berries together, you're creating a synergy. The probiotics in yogurt help your body process nutrients like nitrates more effectively. At the same time, the anthocyanins in berries protect and extend the benefits of nitric oxide. The result? Smoother blood flow, lower blood pressure, and more reliable energy throughout the day. Let me share a quick story. Martin, age 64, used to start every morning with toast and coffee. By lunchtime, he felt sluggish, his legs heavy, and his focus slipping. After swapping his toast for a bowl of Greek yogurt topped with blueberries, he noticed a change in just 2 weeks. His afternoons felt lighter. He kept up better with his grandkids, and he didn't need as many breaks to sit down. It wasn't a magic pill. It was simply fueling his gut and circulation the right way at breakfast. And here's the best part. This breakfast is delicious. It feels like a treat, but works like a health strategy. It's creamy, tangy, and naturally sweet from the berries, a combination that's easy to stick with day after day. So, if you want to wake up your body in the morning and give both your gut and your circulation a strong start, Greek yogurt with berries is a smart, simple choice. Backhand index pointing right. But what if you could add a food that not only supports blood flow, but also provides healthy fats that keep your arteries flexible and your energy steady all morning long? That's exactly what our next breakfast food delivers. And chances are, you've seen it spread on toast or mashed into guacamole. Let's talk about avocados. Avocado, the heart-healthy morning fuel. Some people joke that avocado is just expensive guacamole. But for seniors over 60, this creamy green fruit is far more than a food trend. It's one of the best ways to keep your heart and circulation strong. Here's why. Avocados are packed with healthy monounsaturated fats and potassium. These nutrients work like a support system for your blood vessels. Potassium helps balance sodium in your body, lowering the strain on your arteries. The healthy fats keep blood vessels flexible, allowing them to open and close the way they should. Together, they improve something doctors call flow-mediated dilation, a fancy term for how well your arteries expand to let blood through. When arteries stay flexible, circulation improves. That means your muscles get more oxygen, your energy lasts longer, and your risk of high blood pressure goes down. In fact, research from the American Heart Association shows that eating avocado just twice a week can lower the risk of heart disease by up to 16%. That's not a small number. That's a serious benefit from a simple food. And unlike some other health foods, avocados are easy to add to breakfast. You don't need to be a chef. Half an avocado spread on a slice of whole grain toast, blended into a smoothie, or diced into a salad bowl can give you a powerful nutritional boost before noon. Let me share Frank's story. At 59, he brushed off avocados, saying they were just overpriced guac. But he often felt heavy-legged and drained by afternoon. Eventually, he decided to try adding half an avocado to breakfast a few times a week. Within 2 weeks, he said his legs felt lighter, his walks were easier, and he even laughed that the green stuff really works. Sometimes it's the small, consistent choices that make the biggest difference. And it's not just about circulation. Avocados are rich in fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K, which your body absorbs better when eaten with healthy fats. That means avocado not only supports your heart, but also your bones, your immune system, and even your mood. Many seniors notice they feel more balanced in the mornings with avocado on their plate. Morning is actually the ideal time for avocado. The combination of potassium and healthy fats sets your body up for steady circulation throughout the day, without the crash you might get from sugary cereals or pastries. So if you want a breakfast food that keeps your arteries flexible, fuels your energy, and gives your whole body the nutrients it needs, don't underestimate the avocado. Backhand index pointing right, but maybe you're craving something a little sweeter, something that feels like a treat, but still works wonders for your circulation. Believe it or not, the next food might surprise you. It's dark, it's rich, and yes, it's chocolate. Let's explore how dark chocolate can be a smart addition to your morning routine. Dark chocolate, a sweet start with serious benefits. When you think of breakfast, chocolate probably isn't the first thing that comes to mind. For many people, chocolate is a dessert, a guilty pleasure. But here's the good news. When you choose the right kind, dark chocolate with at least 70% cacao, it becomes a powerful food for circulation, especially for seniors over 60. Dark chocolate is rich in flavonols, plant-based compounds that help your blood vessels stay flexible and responsive. They support the same nitric oxide system that spinach and berries work on, keeping arteries relaxed so blood can move freely throughout your body. More oxygen reaches your muscles, your brain stays sharper, and your energy feels steadier. Scientists have found that dark chocolate can even improve circulation more effectively than some treatments designed to boost blood flow. One reason it's so effective in the morning is because, during sleep, your body loses some of its natural antioxidants. Blood vessels can become less responsive overnight. A few small squares of dark chocolate with your morning coffee or tea can restore antioxidants, wake up your arteries, and set you up for a day of better circulation. William, age 63, used to describe his mornings as stiff and heavy, like his body was stuck in first gear. He felt drained before the day had even begun. After adding just 2 small squares of dark chocolate to his morning routine, he noticed a difference within a week. His mornings felt lighter, his energy came back, and his circulation improved. He was amazed that something so simple and so enjoyable could make such a big impact. Of course, the key here is moderation and quality. This isn't about eating a candy bar full of sugar. It's about a small portion of high cacao dark chocolate, the kind that tastes a little bitter but delivers huge health benefits. Think of it as both a treat and a tool for better wellness. Dark chocolate also has another bonus. It can lift your mood. For many seniors, mornings can feel slow or even discouraging. But starting the day with something that feels like a treat and knowing it's actually good for your health can put you in a more positive frame of mind. So, if you want a breakfast edition that tastes indulgent but works like medicine for your circulation, dark chocolate is a smart choice. Backhand index pointing right, and finally, let's turn to a fruit that's been treasured for centuries, known as the Royal Circulation Restorer. It's sweet, tart, and deep red, and it may just be the most powerful of them all. Let's talk about pomegranate. Pomegranate, the Royal Circulation Restorer. Bright red, jewel-like seeds that burst with flavor. The pomegranate has been celebrated for thousands of years as a symbol of vitality and strength. And for seniors over 60, this fruit truly earns its reputation as a royal circulation restorer. Pomegranates are loaded with polyphenol, plant compounds that have a remarkable effect on your blood vessels. 2 of the most powerful are elagitannins and anthocyanins, which work together to keep arteries wide and flexible. The result is stronger, steadier blood flow, not just to your heart, but to your legs, your brain, and every part of your body that depends on energy and oxygen. Here's what makes pomegranates unique. Unlike some foods that give you a quick boost, pomegranates build benefits over time. Clinical studies show that drinking pomegranate juice or eating the seeds daily helps blood vessels learn to stay open longer and resist damage from inflammation. That means the more consistent you are, the better your circulation gets with each passing week. They're also one of the richest natural sources of antioxidants. These antioxidants protect nitric oxide, the molecule we've talked about again and again, the key that keeps blood flowing freely. By preserving nitric oxide, pomegranates help ensure your arteries don't stiffen as quickly with age. Take James, for example. At 71, he often felt cold in his hands and feet, with heavy legs and low stamina. After adding a small glass of pure pomegranate juice to his breakfast each morning, he noticed changes within a month. His energy returned, his legs felt lighter, and even his focus improved. For him, this simple habit became a turning point, one that made daily activities feel less like a burden and more like a joy. And here's a bonus. Pomegranates pair beautifully with the other foods we've already covered. Vitamin C in berries helps pomegranates' polyphenol work better. Healthy fats in avocado improve absorption. Spinach and yogurt enhance the overall circulation effect. It's like creating a team of foods that support one another and support you. The best part is that adding pomegranate to your breakfast is simple. A handful of fresh seeds sprinkled on yogurt, a small glass of 100% juice, or even blending the seeds into a smoothie, all give you a daily dose of circulation-boosting power. So when you see those ruby red seeds, don't think of them as just fruit. Think of them as tiny capsules of energy, resilience, and longevity. Backhand index pointing right now that we've explored all 5 foods. It's time to put the pieces together. Let's recap and see how combining them can transform your mornings and your health in ways that build up day after day. Payoff, your morning toolkit for strength and longevity. So let's bring it all together. We've uncovered 5 simple breakfast foods that seniors over 60 should never skip. Spinach, flooding your body with nitrates that turn into nitric oxide, keeping blood vessels open and circulation strong. Greek yogurt with berries, calming inflammation, boosting gut health, and extending the life of nitric oxide for steady energy. Avocado, nourishing your arteries with healthy fats and potassium, keeping them flexible and protecting your heart. Dark chocolate, 70% cacao or higher, restoring antioxidants in the morning, improving circulation, and even lifting your mood. Pomegranate, the royal fruit that protects your blood vessels long-term and amplifies the effects of all the other foods. Together, these foods don't just add up, they multiply. 1 + 1 + 1 doesn't equal 5. It feels more like 10. That's the beauty of combining them. Spinach primes your blood flow. Yogurt helps your body absorb nutrients better. Berries protect nitric oxide. Avocado boosts absorption of antioxidants. And pomegranate ties it all together with lasting power. Think of it as a toolkit for your mornings. A small handful of spinach in an omelet, a bowl of yogurt with berries, half an avocado on toast, a square of dark chocolate with your coffee, and a sprinkle of pomegranate seeds. These aren't exotic or expensive. They're everyday choices that make an extraordinary difference. And here's the encouragement I want to leave you with. Aging is not the enemy. Ignoring your body's needs is. When you choose foods that support your circulation, your energy, and your resilience, you're saying yes to more walks, more laughter, more moments with family, and more days of living fully. 6 months from now, you'll either wish you started today, or you'll be grateful that you did. The choice is yours, and it begins each morning, right on your breakfast plate. Punchline: a strong day begins with a strong start, and your breakfast holds the key. Backhand index pointing right, but before you head to the kitchen, let's talk about how you can take the next step with us. Remember, small choices add up to big changes. If you're ready to take that journey with us, tap, subscribe, and share this video with a friend who's over 60. Let's grow stronger together.